Dr. Moumita Debnath, a bright young doctor, had her whole life ahead of her. A dedicated medical professional, she was pursuing her postgraduate studies at R.G. Kar Medical College in Kolkata. But her dreams were brutally shattered on August 9, 2024. On that fateful day, Dr. Debnath became another tragic statistic in India's ongoing battle against violence against women. Dr. Debnath's death sent shockwaves through Indian society. It was a stark reminder of the vulnerability of women in India, even those in positions of respect and authority. The incident sparked outrage and grief, prompting calls for justice and systemic change. It forced the nation to confront the ugly reality of violence against women and the urgent need for action. On August 9th, Dr. Debnath was alone in a seminar hall on the medical college campus. It was supposed to be a safe space, a place of learning and growth. But on that day, it became the scene of a horrific crime. Dr. Debnath was brutally attacked and murdered. The details that emerged from the autopsy report were chilling. They painted a grim picture of the violence inflicted upon Dr. Debnath. The report confirmed that she had been raped and strangled to death. The brutality of the crime sent shivers down the spines of people across the country. The medical community was shaken to its core. Doctors, nurses, and medical students across the country felt a profound sense of loss and anger. They demanded justice for their colleague and raised serious concerns about the safety of healthcare professionals, especially women, in their workplaces. The Indian Medical Association, the country's largest organization of medical professionals, responded swiftly and decisively to Dr. Debnath's murder. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, the IMA called for a nationwide strike on August 10, 2024. The strike brought non-essential hospital services to a standstill for 24 hours. It was a powerful statement by the medical community, expressing their solidarity with Dr. Debnath and their unwavering demand for justice. The IMA demanded a thorough investigation into the crime and called for stricter security measures in hospitals and medical institutions across the country. The IMA strike was a wake-up call for the government and society. It highlighted the urgent need to address the issue of violence against women and ensure the safety and security of healthcare professionals who often work long hours in challenging conditions. And Dr. Debnath's murder sparked a wave of protests across India. People from all walks of life took to the streets to express their anger and grief. Students, activists, and ordinary citizens joined hands to demand justice for Dr. Debnath and an end to violence against women. In Kolkata, where the crime took place, thousands marched through the streets carrying banners and raising slogans. They demanded swift action against the perpetrators and questioned the safety of women in the city. The protests soon spread to other parts of the country, with people in Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and other cities holding candlelight vigils and demonstrations. Social media became a platform for expressing outrage and sharing stories of violence and harassment faced by women in India. The hashtag #Justice for Moumita Debnath trended nationwide, amplifying the voices demanding change. Dr. Debnath's tragic death brought to light a deeper malaise plaguing Indian society, the normalization of violence against women. Despite laws and policies aimed at protecting women, the reality on the ground remains grim. India has a long and troubling history of violence against women. From domestic violence and sexual assault to honor killings and dowry deaths, women in India face a constant threat to their safety and well-being. The deeply patriarchal nature of Indian society, coupled with a culture of silence and impunity for perpetrators, allows violence against women to persist. Dr. Debnath's murder served as a stark reminder that even educated professional women are not immune to this violence. It highlighted the systemic failures in addressing this issue and the urgent need for a multi-pronged approach to tackle it. Dr. Moumita Debnath's tragic death must serve as a turning point in India's fight against violence against women. It is time for concrete action, not just empty promises. The government must implement stricter laws, improve law enforcement, and ensure swift justice for perpetrators. But legal reforms alone are not enough. We need a fundamental shift in societal attitudes and behaviors. We need to challenge patriarchal norms, promote gender equality, and create a culture of respect and safety for women. Education plays a crucial role in this transformation. We need to educate our boys and girls about gender equality, consent, and respectful relationships. We need to empower our daughters and teach our sons to challenge misogyny and violence. Dr. Debnath's legacy must be one of change. Let her death be a catalyst for creating a safer and more just India for all women.